And it's been 2 months since the fanfare began. We were the first to tell you back in mid-May that California-based Electric Motors Corporation planned to build light-duty hybrid electric pickup trucks in Wakarusa and Napanee by early next year, creating possibly up to 1,600 new jobs by 2012.
Haven't heard much since then, have we? Is that plan still on track? And more importantly, is it realistic? WSBT's Troy Kehoe sat down with the company's CEO to find out, and Troy, Will Cashin says absolutely.
That's right, Cindy. In fact, he now believes that vehicles could begin rolling off the assembly line in Napanee in as little as 6 months. But with no hired workforce, no major manufacturing modifications, and no government funding in place yet, is it all just a dream? Well, maybe, Cashin says, but it's a dream he still believes is about to come true.
I see an entire EV engineering and development complex supplying products to the entire Elkhart community, to all of the coach builders in town.
And you believe it'll happen?
Oh, I know it'll happen.
Will Cashin is a man with a vision.
I've always been able to see the dream.
And he has a plan to make it happen.
I'm as excited as I've ever been. I'm ready to continue on and fight the fight and fight the good fight.
I never doubted for a moment.
It's a fight that began 2 months ago with the announcement that Electric Motors Corporation would begin building light-duty hybrid electric pickup trucks in Wakarusa and Napanee by 2010. The words brought hope to a devastated community. 1,600 new jobs, by some estimates, as many as 6,000 by 2012. It would be, in Cashin's words, the beginning of the Detroit of the 21st century. But was it more hype than hope?
It's been 3 months. We haven't seen any progress. Where's the proof?
Everything takes a while to do, and everything that's good takes longer to do. What we're trying to do is we're trying to do something and do it in a short time that's good and strong. So our only answer can be is that we're moving ahead.
What will this room be?
And here's the first hurdle cleared. This building, formerly DeMartini RV, is now owned by EMC, bought for an undisclosed amount that includes stock options. For now.
It's EMC's headquarters.
But in Cashin's vision, it will be the showroom of the future, attracting buyers from across the country and around the world.
And this, Cashin says, is the reason why. Right now, it's still a Ford truck with a Ford logo on the side, but within months, it will be an EMC truck with electricity under the hood.
And Cashin says he'll prove it, just not until September 4th. That's when EMC plans to unveil their prototype engine inside the first prototype vehicle.
We'll be able to show them exactly what it is we deliver and what our plans are for the future.
And it all starts with that engine. Detroit-based Livernois Engineering is now working on the final prototype. Indianapolis-based battery supplier Enerdell is on board to provide the electric power. Jordan Ford in Mishawaka will supply the chassis, and Napanee-based Gulfstream Coach will put it all together, using $10 million of its own money to retrofit its assembly line. Then there are the workers. In the last 30 days, a dozen administrative staff have been hired, teaming up with interns from Notre Dame to run the company out of an office that hasn't even opened yet in the still-to-be-completed Eddy Street Commons. But it will take a lot more employees to make Cashin's vision a reality. Nearly 4,000 have applied so far. Cashin won't say when any of them might be hired, but an announcement about training them will come later this week.
We're building a trade school because part of growing the area is training the area and making sure that people are on the ground with jobs.
But none of it gets off the ground without money. Lots of it.
Ford, Nissan, Tesla, between them, they've received $8 billion from the federal government. You're asking for $300 million.
$300 million is our large number. We're actually, for our first tranche, only asking for $82 million.
82 million, $8 billion. Mm-hmm. How can you compete with that?
We practice Googlenomics, and Googlenomics is really a level playing field. By using those tools aggressively, it's going to position us in such a way that's much more unique than a lot of the companies that have heretofore come and gone.
But even that $82 million is no guarantee. Congressman Joe Donnelly's office says EMC's application for those federal loans and grants is still moving forward, now on step 3 of 4. And a DOE spokesperson confirmed to WSBT that the agency will announce $2 billion worth of electric drive manufacturing grants sometime early next month. But the DOE wouldn't comment on EMC's chances of landing even a small sliver of that money. And now there's word that money from the state of Indiana may be up in the air too. too. In May, Governor Mitch Daniels pledged nearly $5 million to EMC in performance-based tax credits, along with up to $200,000 in worker retraining grants. But Indiana's Economic Development Corporation says it has, quote, not received applications for any of that money. It's all left EMC in limbo, at least for now.
Let's say the Department of Energy says, we don't like your business plan, you get zero. Do you move forward with this still?
Well, yeah, of course we do. You know, we've taken a lot of time to develop our company, my partners and I. We plan to have a serious company and come here with our mindset of having success.
But even if the money and the workers are there, experts say there will be other questions that could ultimately determine EMC's fate. At the top of the list, what will the truck cost? Who will buy it? And how will they buy it? Tonight at 11, we'll talk to those experts to get their take on the answers. We'll also take a closer look at that truck that you saw sitting behind Will Cashin. It's a prototype of the prototype that Cashin hopes will one day be EMC's first success story. Part 2 of Electric Excitement tonight at 11, right here on WSBT. Cindy and Dustin.
Oh, that was great, Troy. Thanks very much for catching us up on that important project for this area.